guess people would say, shit, Democrat or Republican, ain't shit really been done, but it's like, oh well, they switched off from the Democrat, now they got the Republican. You know, they keep going back and forth with the shit. And people ain't caught on yet. Like, how y'all ain't caught on to this shit yet? I ain't been on this earth for that long to know, like, after seeing that shit so many times, how y'all gonna keep falling for it every 4 years, bro? Like, they do the same shit every 4 years. Like, literally, if you pay attention to the shit and you got eyes to see, and you open your motherfucking eyes, you can see. Like, you can see how it plays out every 4 fucking years, dog. And I'm just sick of people acting like they don't know what the fuck going on. Like they don't know the Democrats gonna go to the hood, gonna go to the ghettos of America and campaign and market the Democratic Party. They do it every 4 fucking years. They gearing up for that. But then people say, well, what about the Republicans? And it's like, yeah, fuck the Republicans too. Like, the Republicans ain't never did enough for black folks. Like, come on. Like, look what George Bush administration did. Like, just gotta go look at that stuff. Do the research and look at the past administrations and look what happened in the country at that time and compare the time to that administration and you will see nothing. Man, the government is the government. I keep trying to tell folks, it's not Democratic government, it's not a Republican government. It's just the government, and it's called the United States government. And people don't want to hear that shit. People don't want to hear it. They keep going along with the program. It's like, man, yo, I'm done. I'm not debating about no party. I never debated anyway. Motherfuckers like, debate me. No, because you programmed. Talk about debate. That's exactly what this is designed for you to want to do. Debate and waste time and energy talking about a 2-party system. You go, oh, I'm for this and I'm against that. And so, yeah, the one I'm against, they this and they're that and this and that and da da da. And all day just on that shit. I've seen people not even go to sleep. I'm talking about they was on TikTok for a whole day. 24 hours. I said, man, how could an app get somebody to stay on it that long? Like, literally, you have no life. Like, you have no time. Like, you're not doing nothing. You are literally just sitting on a phone looking at a screen. Like, what? That's insane, man. Motherfuckers done got strung out on the political shit, got strung out on the race stuff, got strung out on the religion, and they're all programs. Race, politics, and religion is programs. In my opinion, they're programs of a system. And we under that system, yo. Like, it's systems, like the education system, the healthcare system, the criminal justice system. Like, and some of these agencies, the Department of Justice, the Department of, Homeland Security, I mean, just all these different departments and all these different systems, and people don't understand that the way the government is structured, the way the government is set up. You gotta learn this shit, because it's gonna be important later on to know this shit. Like, I'm telling you, leading up to 2030, there's gonna be a lot of different situations and events occurring within these 50 states, and I think people just don't know. They're just not aware. They're not like enlightened enough to know. They're not prepared. Like the pandemic, when 2020 happened, like, people wasn't prepared for that. Like, that was, trying to get you prepared. Like, hey, look, something like this could happen here, and we got things that can occur outside of that happening, right? So what better way to prepare yourself for those type of times? And if you don't know what prepare yourself means, then you just don't know. But for those who know, they know. It is what it is, man. People got to get off this shit. They got to really, really support their families, and they really, really got to support being prepared for what's to come, because soon enough, You're gonna see a lot of different things happening, especially when the fall comes. But again, people don't know and they ain't prepared. They not ready. But yet they will debate. They will talk about presidents and parties and government this and government that, and yet they ain't really aware of nothing. They just talking. And it's the difference between talking and being somewhat aware and then actually just knowing and being aware. People just sitting up here acting like they lost in the sauce. And you ain't gotta be lost in the sauce. You just gotta know the truth. And the truth says that, hey, times are coming, times are changing real fast. And these times that people think that ain't nothing finna happen. Everybody just chilling. It's like everybody on chill mode. Everybody like, oh, ain't nothing, ain't nothing really going on. Oh, this, they saying this is going. I can't really say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because they flag so much of that type of stuff. But man, I'm telling you, leading up to 2030, man, we got some stuff that we need to be prepared for. And they're trying to get the race war going right now. They want that. They need that. I feel like it's like they want to divide. They really do, and people are falling for it every day. Like, I ain't dividing myself from nobody. Like, I'm not divided from nobody. I'm just me. I'm an American. I'm with the American people. If you righteous and you living your life to the best of your ability, you ain't hurting nothing, you ain't bothering nothing, you just taking care of you and yours, and you minding your business, and you getting to your money, and getting to your success, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about adding to this mess of a country we got. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to add to the mess. See, I'm here to enlighten people minds with a perspective and a narrative to get them to think ahead, because we gotta be like that now. They not letting people know, like they not gonna warn you about what's gonna come. You just gotta be prepared. But people ain't prepared for what's to come. People ain't prepared for what's to come. Like I said, the pandemic, people wasn't ready for that. People didn't know that was what was going to happen. People were scared. People didn't know whether to go with the mandate, or should I not do the mandate, or I'm going to lose my job. What's going to happen? Will I be able to get a chance to sue? I don't know what to do. People were panicking. People just didn't know. They were in the unknown. But a lot of us were already prepared for this moment when it came. We said it was going to come. We've been talking about it for a whole goddamn decade. But nobody, they shadow banned, they censored, they said it was conspiracy theory. They said all these things. But then those conspiracy theories and all those things that happened to be said came to pass and be true. So again, I'm trying to be that same person I was 10 years ago and tell people, hey, yo, look, it's coming. 2020, all right, yeah, 2020. People didn't see that. Okay, but 2030, I'm telling you right now, 2030 is significant. The time from now leading up to 2030 is very significant. These next 5 years, 25, the rest of 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and boom, 30. Next year really gonna be significant because it's something they call the midterms is coming up. So when the midterms come, just pay attention. I'm saying it here now. And ain't nobody really listening. Check out my content. Check out my perspective and the way I narrate the truth and how it comes and how I show it. Just check out my content. See if you can actually get the messages I'm dropping. Because it's not straightforward. You got to have eyes to see. You got to be enlightened. You got to be tapped in with the third eye. You got to be conscious. You can't be of the third dimension. You can't be of the Matrix illusion, like the movie. You can't be a part of that and think you're going to be able to see what I'm trying to show through my voice, my visions, and my creations. My page It's called Let Those Who Have Eyes See, because you get two to look through and one to see with. Some people just looking through the two they got. They don't have the one to see with. That's what you call your pineal gland. That's what you call the third eye. That's how you are able to see past the veil and illusion of the lies and the trickery and the deception of a world they want to give you. You see, it's just like the movie that was made in 1999. If you look at what Neo was, you look at Morpheus and you look at Trinity, you look at what's taking place on the planet right now. What's taking place on the planet right now is that human beings are rising in consciousness and awareness and frequency and vibration, because the sun is shifting the planet with its solar flares. You understand that? If you don't, that just means you're not conscious enough and you're not aware enough to understand this activity that is occurring within our universe. Yes. People aren't ready for those conversations. They rather talk about a Democrat, a Republican, a Donald Trump. They rather talk about public figures in government than actually find out the truth of what's actually going on and how they're being played by a system that does nothing but feeds itself off the energy of people. Yes, the system works off of energy. The system is ran by people that need energy to keep that system that they're helping going, right? So again, I do this because I feel as a truth teller, it is my mission as a soul on this plane, on this earth, to speak only the truth, only that. Facts. No opinions, no views, no narratives, no rhetorics, no none of it. Straight facts and straight truth. If you ain't coming with that, you ain't coming with nothing. Because that's all that matters at this point. The truth, the matter of the fact, the facts, over feelings, over opinions, over views, over everything outside the truth. If it ain't the truth, it don't fucking matter. The truth and the facts are the only thing that matters. What's hid in the dark shall come to the light. The truth that is hid in the dark shall come to the light. The system is not going to keep upholding itself. It needs people. And it's so far doing a good job at getting those people to participate continuously in it to keep it thriving. If you don't participate in the system can no longer thrive. Yeah, we got millions and upon millions of Americans continuing to participate within these programs held by the system. Let those who have eyes see.